This happened some months before my brother enlisted in the Korean Army. I'll call him Oolong because I do not want to embarrass him or myself by misspelling his name. My brother is more like my half-brother due to different fathers. His deceased Korean Chinese, mine recently deceased Mexican Japanese, and the same mother, Mexican Comanche. My brother and I do not look very much alike, so it's easy to tell us apart. He's paler in complexion, thick, slightly wavy black hair like our mother, hazel eyes like hers, visibly Korean, much taller than me, standing at 6'1", and very muscular due to working out twice a day. He is not a bodybuilder, but he's still muscular. I'm much shorter, at only 5 feet tall, slightly darker in comparison to him. I can only describe it as a light shade of tan, matching our mother's skin tone, high cheekbones, dark brown eyes like my father's, thick curly black hair around 3B type. Curly, not fun for me to brush after washing, and a small, slim, thick frame. According to my parents, I can pass for a Native American, Asian, or Latina. Our mom took us to the mall for a family day before Oolong had to fly back to South Korea to do military service. We went to a Korean restaurant for lunch, and as much as I love the tteokbokki, I still tried to snag some of his gijang. Normally he'd share, but due to my severe allergy, he did not relent. "Mom, Sunflower's trying to steal my food again, but that'll definitely kill her, and she knows it will." He exaggerates the last part while giving me a pointed look. "Hey, don't snitch on me. My immune system is great." I often make excuses to have shellfish, mostly crab legs. None of them had worked so far. Mom shook her head at me. "Did you bring your EpiPen?" "No." "Then there's no reason to be eating something that'll kill you." Accepting my defeat, but definitely not for the final time anytime soon, I go back to my tteokbokki, shooting Oolong a glare. He throws a wad-up napkin at me in response. Then his eyes narrowed a bit more than they already are, and he suddenly but painfully kicked my foot under the table. "Ow! Hey, what gives?" "Hush it and listen. Someone's been looking at you for too long. Don't acknowledge him no matter what, and make sure your ring is visible." My brother is one of those protective siblings and prepares for the worst at times, mostly when he thinks people look at us for a time he deems too long. He doesn't openly threaten people. He does not really have to anyway, since he's already intimidating enough with his size. Unfortunately, I'm sort of a confrontational person if I think others or myself are being disrespected, and I'm not entirely the quietest about it either. But since he seemed on edge at the time, I relented this one time and nodded, huffing a curl out of my face. We left the restaurant, but I felt like I was being watched. I texted my fiancé, who was my boyfriend at the time, about it. He told me I should follow Oolong's advice. We went to one of the craft stores. Mom and Oolong looking for DIY home decor since we recently moved to Virginia. I went in my own direction, as brother puts it, hunting for paints and canvases. I did not look at the neckbeard next to me, even when he talked to me. "Hi there, m'lady." He gives a rather smug smile to me until he realizes that I have not responded. "I said hi. Didn't you hear me?" I still did not look at him or acknowledge his existence. I even moved away a little bit, as if looking at the different brands of paint. I pulled out my phone to text Mom, Oolong, and my boyfriend about it to alert them, having already picked out the paints and canvases I needed. I left the aisle to find Oolong. I heard a huff. "Answer me, bitch! Are you deaf or something?" It was a complete lie. I do have a hearing problem that requires me to wear a hearing aid, but I chose to ignore him the entire time, even switching to calm ocean noises. His gut bounced as he angrily tried to keep up with me. I was able to find my brother and make a subtle beeline for him. Once I reached him, the neckbeard yanked on my hair. "I know you can hear me, you vapid whore! Answer me and give me your number!" He started jerking my head around in rage. "Give it to me right now! You owe me!" The grip on my hair vanished when Oolong, with a sweet smile that held death, clutched his wrist tight. "Is Is there something you need? His eye twitched for a split second, and his grip got tighter till the neckbeard was groaning in pain. It's none of your business, you chink chad! This is between me and her! Oolong's lip twitched, but he still held the smile. His grip got significantly tighter now, his eyes boring into Neckbeard's. I'm pretty sure it is, since you are assaulting my sister, he mused, alerting Mom in the next aisle. Rapid footsteps approached, and there stood our one-woman army called our Mom. Mom was an intimidating woman, despite her height, and she bared her knuckles as soon as she laid eyes on the predator in question. He did what? She hissed, eyes narrowed and shooting death. I had long since turned off the ocean noises and could fully hear what was happening. The neckbeard seemed a little scared now. I would be too if I had to face a 6'1" Taekwondo black belt and an active veteran. Go find what you're looking for elsewhere, Oolong snapped. Till smiling, he was not doing anything. He sharply dropped the neckbeard to his back, having been holding him up for a while. Gut jiggling, Neckbeard waddled away, whining about how she's such a teasing whore, and I don't deserve this. We left the store and went home, not wanting to be out any more after that.